Now, since I scared y'all coming that close with crusty, dusty lips, let's get these lips together. Good afternoon, love bugs. Welcome back to my channel. We are on the road to 40, and today is day 19. Today is day 19 of the Road to 40 series. Over here on the Road to 40 series, we do a daily vlog every day leading up to my 40th birthday. So my 40th birthday is next February. So we just documented my life. There's no rules in this series. So you'll get a little bit of everything. Everything that I do, everything that I'm interested in. Makeup, beauty, fashion, some funnies, some random moments, some chit chats, some blurbs. So if you are into a little bit of chaos, then I say subscribe. We are currently getting ready to head out to go spend some time with the fam. Bro, this is a very precarious wardrobe to put on. At first I wasn't gonna wear a bra, but then I was like, you need to put a bra on because we don't need to have any nip slip action. And this bra is really comfortable. If anybody is in the market looking for a bra, this is a Victoria's Secret push-up bra. Because, girl, I just got just a handful of boobies. So we gotta push up what we have, okay? But anyway, I need to not ramble too long on this because I got places to go and things to do. So let's get into it. So I first started my routine after I come out of the shower, brush my teeth, obviously. And I usually will brush my teeth maybe a couple times in the morning, one time when I first wake up, and then I like to brush my teeth after my morning coffee. But y'all don't care about that. After that, I go in with my Shea Moisture deodorant. Baby, I have two different Shea Moisture deodorants. I have the one that's for, I think, brightening. Yeah, like even, it's supposed to help with the tone, the even tone. But she smells immaculate. I think it's the cocoa and hibiscus. Let me get the bottle. Even tone. Yes. And it has vitamin C and niacinamide in it. Girl, yes. Yes. And she just smells impeccable. So I go in with this, but then I also like to use the whole body Deo Invisible Stick. And this is in the shade Coconut and Hibiscus. Areas that are not my underarms that may need a little extra love, we put this one on as well. So if you're in the market for a new deodorant, I highly recommend those because they are da bomb. dabomb.com. Okay, so let's get into it now. We sit down, we're doing the face. First thing I'm going to do is so this is just clean face. I already put sunscreen on. I put my favorite sunscreen on, which I probably will pop up here, but it is the K-Skin sunscreen. Highly recommend. Next, I'm going to put on, let's color correct. So today we're going to just color correct with the Cali Ray Hideaway Brightening and Hydrating Under Eye Serum Concealer. It's making a mess. Hold on. Okay, unsure why my container has a whole mess. It's messy, but anyway, let's go in. Oh, let me turn my light on. What the heck? There we are. Okay, so I'm gonna go in. If you notice, I'm not putting on a primer today. It's not that serious. Just hanging out with the fam, as far as I know. And if I do go anywhere, it'll be pretty casual. So, and then I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out with my Sephora 56. So this is a foundation brush, but I'm just playing with my options since y'all know I retired my Morphe brush. My rider died day one. She's tired, so she's been formally retired. She's still hanging out with her friends in the container with the other makeup brushes, but she's been fully retired. I may even clean her up when I clean my other brushes. clean her up and let her have a good clean afterlife before she takes her final journey. Okay, and we're gonna use that same concealer for under eye in a bit. But for right now, we just color corrected with that. See what that did? Great. Next, we're gonna go in with the NYX Glaze, Buttermelt Glaze. Now, if you watched yesterday's daily vlog, you know that I attempted to test this, but I attempted to test it with that color corrector from Huda Beauty that was the wrong shade. So I think the color of this is a great color, but I just don't fully know how she's gonna perform under normal circumstances. So we're seeing how she's gonna perform today under a fairly normal circumstance. So I'm gonna take the same brush, and if you are a makeup girly and you follow all the rules and you're mortified by how I apply my makeup, then I'm sorry to you, because over here we don't really follow rules. We do whatever gives us the desired outcome. And for me, if the face is beat to the point where I like how I look, most importantly, if I like how I look. But you know, I tend to get a lot of compliments on my makeup, and I'm just like, y'all, it's not rocket science. I literally don't do all of the things that the girls do. I don't care enough to be technically correct. I just want the makeup to look good. And I know there are some things that technique is gonna make it look its best. And in that case, technique is important. But in most situations, the technique is to appease others. And we just don't have time for that anymore over here. I've lived enough life trying to live up to the standards and appease others. So we don't even go there anymore. Great, this is how we look. We love this buttermelt. We love it. We love this buttermelt glaze. Definitely love. Anyway, moving on, let's go back to our concealer. And we're going to conceal again, but this time as a concealer. So back over lip, we're going to hit the under eyes this time. And then we're also going to finish the rest of around the mouth. We'll go forehead and bridge of the nose today as well. Okay, now I'm going to take my Sephora 57 concealer brush and blend out around the mouth and nose first. And this concealer is becoming one of my faves. I've heard great things about Kelly Ray products, but I just haven't really tried a lot of her products, right? But this, when I saw that it had, you know, serum-like qualities in it, it being a concealer, it being the shade that it is, so for me, it kind of acts as a double concealer and color corrector, because it's like a nice peachy color that corrects my skin in places where it's a little darker. So I am having a bit of a love affair with this particular concealer. She's taken it. She's taken it. I tend to reach for her most of all my concealers. Oh, and I just kind of take the concealer and I just drag it kind of above and below the brows. That's about the closest thing you're gonna get from me when it comes to carving brows. This is not our brow channel. I don't care about. Was hashtag blessed with decent eyebrows. They're decently arched, they're decently full. So I don't play with them too much. No fuss. They don't give me any problems, so I don't start no problems with them. Now I'm gonna take my Sephora 2 concealer brush, the angle brush, my bestie for under eye conceal blending out, because she understands the assignment. This brush really understands the assignment when it comes to blending out concealer under the eye. It gets all in the nooks and crannies, and it does a beautiful job of just blending out the concealer. We love her. 10 out of 10 for her as well. Okay, next we need to start setting some stuff, right? So let's start with setting our concealer. If you don't know, I'm gonna put you on Givenchy Prism Libre Loose Setting Powder. Go to my description box, click the link, put her in the cart. Check out. You need it in your life. This is one of the only powders that I swear by. You know, there are other powders that I like decently, but swear by? No ma'am, no ma'am. It's Givenchy Prism Libre Loose Setting Powder or bust. Because, tell me why this loose setting powder does what she does, okay? So I cannot be convinced that she's not that girl. If you can convince me otherwise, if you have another girly that you think is better and you want to try to convince me, please do so in the comments, because I really want to see who else out there got the hands, got the smoke for this powder. Okay? The answer is no one to my knowledge. So y'all let me know. Y'all let me know. Also, we're gonna go in with the e.l.f. Halo Glow Powder Filter in the shade Deep Warm, which is my shade. I didn't get my brushes out the bathroom that I normally use for day to day, so we're using some different brushes, but we're gonna use a less dense brush. I'm using the Patrick Ta 4Face 3, but I'm using the looser, less dense in. Great. Next, we are going to work on this blush. So I decided to give Fenty a break today and do a little something different. So this is the NARS, the multiple stick. So basically you can use this on your cheek line as blush. You can use it as eyeshadow, which I already do anyway with most of my blushes. You can use it on your lips, so I might add a little to my lips before I put on my lip product. Yeah, so, and it comes in stick format, so you can just apply it directly to your skin, or you can take your brush and brush it on there. I tend to be a little too soft if I don't just go in, so I'm just gonna go in right along my cheek. Then we're gonna just draw, I'm not gonna draw onto my eyelids, I'm gonna take the brush, but for this, okay, and then I'm gonna take the Patrick Ta for Contour 2. I'm gonna take the angled, this side, the contour side. I just want to blend it out. I think this NARS blush has an absolutely beautiful finish, great pigment. I like that it gives me like a bit of a dewy, yeah. Okay, let's take the same stick and let's go in the lids. Call me neurotic, but I just like when the blush, lids, and lip all play well together, like look cohesive. And I think that they look especially cohesive when you use the same product, at least for the lids and for the cheeks. Like, I just don't understand the point of eyeshadow, especially once I think I was probably most captivated and most excited about eyeshadow palettes when I first started doing makeup. Like, I was like, ooh, I can't wait to get my hand on eyeshadow palettes so that I can do all these different eye looks. And then, girl, I really just was like, I could care less about the lids as long as there's like a little color on there that looks different than day to day. And you see that? You see how my lids are naturally dark, so my lids naturally look like I have like something dark on them just from their natural color. But when you add a little something on top, look at that. Okay, now we need mascara. Top and bottom, boo-boos. Top and bottom. So I used the Too Faced Better Than Sex brown mascara. Looks great for day to day. It's not too dramatic and too much lash. Because I just think that while I love a dramatic lash, when someone has a beat face, I think it looks absolutely insane when you're walking around with like elephant lashes and you have no beat. You got a crusty, dusty, natural face with elephant lashes that nobody believes are growing out of your head. You know? It gives a little crazy. So, nothing insane. You can see a little lash. But yeah. Now, since I scared y'all coming that close with crusty, dusty lips, let's get these lips together. If you watched yesterday, you know my new obsession are these Makeup by Mario lip pencils and plumping lip serum that I got as a birthday gift from Sephora. I've been wanting to try that plumping lip serum for a while, but I also made a pact to myself not to buy any more lip products until I use up some of what I have. So that is why I didn't purchase any new lip products for a while. Tell me that lip don't look bomb. Tell me that lip don't look bomb. And it looks so good with the blush. Like, I don't put a lot of blush on, but you can see that I have some on. It looks so good with it. Final step. The Makeup by Mario setting spray. New fave. And that's the face, y'all. That's the face. So, this is what we hitting on to head out the door. I'm going to throw on some clothes, and I'll be back. Okay, so we're dressed. This is what we have on. This sweater is from Zara, and it's wool, so it's getting its last hurrah. It's kind of chilly today, even though it says the temperature is 50-something. I don't know, there's no sun, so it feels a little chilly to me. Jeans are Abercrombie. It's that like crisscross type. They're a little big, but they're comfy. Then I put on my ear cuffs from Open Edit at Nordstrom. Shoes will be just these little Nikes because they're comfy, and that's it. I think I'm gonna put on Riri today. Riri, even though I'm not really elevated, this is like my signature scent, to be honest with you. Like, every time I put this on, I get a lot of compliments, and it works really well with my body chemistry, so I love this scent. So we're gonna put this on, and my little square frames, throw those on with a little jacket and punch it. So I'm gonna head out. I will check in with you all in a bit. Good evening, friends. Yep. Back in this room, back in the same place. Yeah, it was a very, very, very uneventful day. As you could see in previous brief footage, I did go to my brother's house and just hung out with my family. You know, I did share some of that time in previous vlogs, but usually when I'm hanging out with my family, it's just super, super cash. No real reason to pick up the camera, so I kept it that way and just hung out with them and enjoyed the time without a camera going. So that is the day. I'm wrapping up. I'm sitting at this computer because I am finishing up my website. So I'm going to throw a quick screen record in here so that you can see exactly what I've been working on. And it should be live by the time this video goes up. So please check out my website. If you get the opportunity, website address is christianayanis.com. Just to keep things simple, same as the channel. name. So yes, I feel professional. And I really am ready to get things popping on this channel. Obviously, this is a series. This is the Road to 40 series, which is daily vlogs of me this is unfiltered, this is unplanned, this is just me picking up the camera and documenting my days, documenting this process, essentially, of me building my brand and figuring out exactly what it is my place is on YouTube and as a content creator. The time is now. I feel so ready to do this. I feel really ready to do this and all that it encompasses. I think that for a long time, I've just been a bit worried about how people will perceive me, but I've gotten to a place in my life where I'm very, very self-assured and I don't feel like it will be as easy to rattle me, if you will. Because they're trolls and they're people who are here with the specific intent to disrupt, to be offensive, to troll. And if that's what they want to do with their time in their life, then that's on them. But I have things to do. I have people to help. I have things to say, and things that I want to accomplish and do. And I feel like the time is now. I feel like I've been quiet and under the radar long enough, and it's time for me to actually be who I know I am, and that's loud, proud, and ready and willing to help others in any way I can. That's just the empath in me, and the determined baddie, is going to push that energy. So I'm super, super, super excited to see how this progresses and how this grows. Obviously, I'm here to grow my community here on YouTube, but I also am excited to see where things go. You know, representation matters. And I feel like as a Black trans woman, I'm super, super excited to kick down doors and open up opportunities for all of my sisters, all of the trans community, all of the marginalized and oppressed groups. I'm ready to really show that we deserve a seat at the table too. In fact, we gonna redefine this table because the way that the table is right now is dysfunctional. It's rickety, it's old, it needs to be shook, okay? It needs to be shook. The table needs to be shook, and I'm ready to do it. So anyway, I'm going to sign out of here so that I don't ramble for another 10, 20 minutes. And you're going to be like, what, girl? You rambled all this time for no reason. So I'm signing out. Thank you so much for tuning into another daily vlog. If you like the vlog, please be sure to hit the like button on the way out. Please subscribe if you're not subscribed already. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.